Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida Gators and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to Ball. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets rid of it. Wide out trying to get it in. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he
hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running into the open space. There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
And the Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The give to Hardy. Fights off a defender. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Hardy. Open space at the 25. Smashes through the tackle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it behind the line. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were.
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Reads it, fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Hardy. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Pressure coming. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the... Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now.
Makes the grab in their space. The 20. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri's offense heads out, ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Simmons fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He makes the catch, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, give to Hardy. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Simmons. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver going in motion. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella.
And he's all bottled up, and now a it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Simmons. He fires to the left side. He's got it down the field. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game.
Found the seam on the left. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lloyd. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards. And
breaks a tackle, and he might go. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finding open areas. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he found a space on the right. All the way. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Shakes off the defender. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Missouri wants to go fast. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Simmons. Working that left side now. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Quick release on the RPO. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And guys,
and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
At the 35, he's loose. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Jones to throw. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's going to run it. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. It's a seam wide open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards received.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes to grab on the right side. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to run with ball. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to.
Snags it, and there's running room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for...
Got some room in him to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gators will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And it's just been frustrating.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Moving out to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got an open man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going for the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They'll try to run with ball. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in week 5.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Stockton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling up.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Got his man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability to score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, this is... you're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Start on the ground with Jaden Baugh. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Baugh again. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the wideout. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.